If you want a rally car for the road, typically it was Subaru and only Subaru. But Toyota, for the last several years, has really spiced it up with the GR Corolla. 300 horsepower from a turbocharged inline-three, all-wheel drive manual transmissions, and for 2026, there's more changes on it than you cannot even see, because Toyota is just not satisfied. What's more to love? Let's find out. The GR Corolla was brand new for 2023 and has been the most exciting GR, even more so than the GR Supra or the GR 86. That's because Toyota has designed it fully in-house, and they've made mechanical tweaks every year since. They just aren't satisfied. That means this little car keeps getting a lot better. For 2026, Toyota added exactly 45.6 extra feet of structural adhesive to the body. Those are all the adhesives that rally car builders typically use to make the body stronger, because cars like the Corolla were never meant to actually race. The stiffer you go, the better you handle, the faster you are on the rally stage. That's what the GR Corolla has for this model year, plus a secondary radiator that definitely helps to cool things down if you're getting the Premium Plus trim. If you're getting a Premium Plus, you'll know it. It's got a forged carbon fiber roof. Very, very cool looking. And also, of course, it lowers weight and the center of gravity. There's a black gloss spoiler on the back as opposed to body color. You'll also know it's the Premium Plus from these 15-spoke wheels. Very delicate looking, and they're wrapped with some really special rubber Michelin Pilot Sport 5s. That's a new generation of some of the best summer tires you can possibly get. 14-inch brakes in the front. Lots of pistons, lots of everything on this car, including the fenders, 3 exhaust tips. Those are all functional, of course. Everything about this car just looks kind of crazy, and it looks more accentuated because it's in supersonic red. That's just one of 4 paint colors you could get. But Toyota keeps it very simple with these options. You get maybe some lowering springs as a performance option if you so choose, but everything else is very simple because this car is just meant to race on the road. It's very snug inside the GR Corolla, and of course there's no option for a sunroof. There's no option for really any other colors than what you see here. But what you get, it's very purposeful. There's a small screen, and on the Premium Plus an all-digital instrument panel, but those are really your only real amenities. The stick shift, the actual crank handbrake, climate controls that are neatly arranged here. And of course, if you're getting the Premium Plus, it swaps the gray stitching for red. And there's also a really nice leather-wrapped steering wheel. It's very tight in the back of a GR Corolla, same as a regular Corolla hatchback, but I would not invite your friends back here. Just keep it for 2. 17.8 cubic feet of space, not a whole lot for a small car. Lucky here, there's no rear bracing. That's optional in the GR Corolla. On cars like the Elantra N, it comes standard. Sure, that helps, but even with the seats folded, cars like this don't have a whole lot of room. One of the most fun things about the GR Corolla is the engine. 300 horsepower from 1.6 liters. One of the most powerful small engines on the planet. It's only 3 cylinders. Previous model years didn't make as much torque, so now it's the full 295 pound-feet. It is noticeable. The 300 horsepower stays the same. The nice engine note. And it's nice, it's smooth. Kind of reminds me of a 5-cylinder, because odd cylinder counts make this kind of discordant kind of thrum to the engine sound, whether it's a 3 or a 5 or a 10 if you're lucky enough to get into one of those. They're strange in a really good way. And now for 2026, Toyota has added active sound control, which you can access on the touchscreen. And all that does is amplify the intake sounds that are already there. So if I put it in 3rd, right now it's off. Put it on high. It is a heck of a lot louder. And there's 3 total volume settings. This is with it off. Now on high. Now it sounds good, but I really don't think it's necessary in a car like this, where it's already, in my opinion, plenty loud and bassy as it is. Now, the GR Corolla comes one way. With this engine, a 6-speed manual transmission, and which was introduced for 2025 and still is here, the 8-speed automatic transmission. As a small car, no, it really doesn't get good fuel efficiency. Not when you're comparing it to regular Corolla hatchbacks and sedans or the Corolla hybrid. All of those cars we've tested. But this one, in the stick shift form, gets 21 city, 28 highway, and 24 combined. It actually is better than the 8-speed automatic. As you'd expect, this is a loud car, especially the faster you go at highway speeds. Tire noise, wind noise. There's a lot of insulation and seals and everything in the chassis to make it so stiff, but not so much with noise. Toyota didn't really need to go there, because really at the end of the day, it's meant to be a rally car. The clutch has a lot of spring to it, it really does. Especially at low speeds, you gotta modulate it a bit more so you don't just launch this thing forward. Once you're at speed, that spring tension, I think, is really nice. The gearbox is good. This isn't Honda level quality. To me, the throws aren't quite as precise as you could get from, say, Honda in the Civic Type R. I'll give it that. But it's good. The ratios are great. It pulls hard in every single gear. While I haven't driven the automatic version of this car, I have to say it, this one's so great, I don't really feel like I need to. Although you do get launch control, which you cannot get with the manual cars. But no matter which one you get, front and rear torsion limited slip diffs. Those are really expensive parts. Front and rear, that's standard. There's 3 different modes to the 4-wheel drive system. Toyota calls it GR4. So it's 60-40 front rear in most situations. If you switch it to gravel, it's locked 50-50. And if you go to track, they'll vary it from the normal 60-40 all the way to 70% rear, 30 front. And it varies between both those splits. Now, over the years, Toyota has changed this car quite a bit. They've made improvements to the chassis, the all-wheel drive system, steering, everything. They're not done with this car. Most car companies would only just put this car out, you get a mid-cycle refresh, and then they're on to the next generation a few years later. Toyota is making continuous improvements here. Just because they can. This car sells in low numbers, but it really is a statement for them because it shows how serious they are about liking driving, racing, performance. So for the people who want a car like this, all the engineering is really well spent. And this is an expensive car. This is 2 Corollas, and it effectively looks the same. On the outside, yes, you can see it's certainly more aggressive. From the inside, you know, I got a special steering wheel. Okay, I got nice seats. But like most cars that are hot hatches based on economy cars, you really have to want this type of vehicle. And if you do, well, it definitely has a lot of fun to give you over all sorts of miles. And it really is just meant for 2. That back seat, I mean, you could just delete it. There's also no adaptive dampers, it's just one setup. Toyota will actually sell you lowering springs. I don't think you need that. This car is low enough. Not too low to make it inaccessible over bumps or curbs. I think it's the perfect ride height. And these tires are the new Pilot Sport 5s that replaces the 4 that previous model years had. You could go more aggressive with it. You could step up to a 5S, but I don't think you have to. It's just satisfying because all of this power is really usable on the street. Anymore, and typically in sports cars and performance cars, you have to be on a track to really enjoy it. This car is light, it's chuckable, it is pricey, but there's no other car like it aside from a Subaru WRX with all-wheel drive. And that car does not have the same level of response, the sharpness. It used to have it in previous generations, but it's not all there anymore. The brakes are strong, as you would absolutely expect. They're 14 inches in the front. You don't need anything better. An 8-inch touchscreen is on every GR Corolla. There's wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. New for 2026 is active sound control. This you can change. That's what I was showing you before when we were driving. High, low, medium, off. I just leave it off. The car's loud enough as it is. And while there's Apple CarPlay and yes, there's the nav, you need to have a subscription to keep this going past the introductory period. The main features, including all the real settings, are on the instrument panel. The digital instrument panel is on all the trims. There's a head-up display if you're getting the Premium Plus, but really everything you want is right here, including 3 presets. Toyota lets you adjust everything from the center to the left to the right, and you get lots of useful information, turbo boost, and if you want to go into the settings, that's something that you're going to have to actually go and find. And for example, let's go down here. Okay, and then you can adjust all the things for safety, blind spot monitoring, some of the meter things. This really should be in the main touchscreen. It's not the easiest to use, but I will say once you have everything set up, the fact that you can go left, right, change it all up, that gets super easy. The 2026 Toyota GR Corolla starts at $40,000. For 2026, the Core and the Premium trims are gone. It's now the Base and the Premium Plus in manual or automatic. As tested with Destination, this Premium Plus manual, $48,000. The competition, there's not many with all-wheel drive, Subaru WRX and the Volkswagen Golf R. Else, you've got the Civic Type R, the Integra Type S, and the Hyundai Elantra N. $50,000 for a Toyota Corolla is flat out insane. If you're talking to people who don't understand cars. If those people truly do like cars, they'll get why. The GR Corolla is one of the most fun driver-focused vehicles on the market today, no matter really what price you're talking about. But this one, rally raced, rally inspired, and actually rally engineered. Toyota is doing a fantastic job with this car, and if you truly like the pleasure of driving, you'll forgive the fact that it doesn't have a whole lot of tech, that it's missing a lot of the latest driver assists or screens and all that other stuff. You're not going to find it in a car like this. It's also tiny and it's noisy, but it's fun. It brings you back to the thrill of being on the open road, and it's available all season. This car can actually do it all for you, if you so choose. What do you think, and what other performance hot hatch or sedan would you choose at this price? Go to CarGurus.com, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll see you next time.